This is the SAP Developer News for May the 21st, 2026.
Hi everyone. The results of the 2026 SAP Developer Insight Survey are now live, and there are some really interesting trends in this year's report. We're seeing continued growth in AI adoption, with developers not only using AI tools in production, but also using them to learn and explore new concepts. We also saw a continued rise in solution and application architects across the community, showing how developer roles are evolving beyond just coding. Now, for learning and enablement, the report highlights how developers are learning today and the resources they rely on the most. The report also looks at trends across cloud development, developer tooling languages, frameworks, and the broader SAP developer ecosystem. Now, if you're interested in the results and want to explore the findings in more detail, check out the full report in the link below.
In this Developer News segment, we want to tell you about a new tool that SAP has recently made available, the Fiori Apps Reference Library. Now, this is actually something that from the name, you might not know what all it does. It actually breaks down all the different SAP provided pieces of functionality, business functionality, like different transaction codes or different applications, and tells you what UI technology that they currently use. This is a question that I've gotten a lot over the years from people wanting to know, well, how can I see what all Fiori UIs are available? But this also shows you the older technologies as well. It lists SAP GUI applications, WebDim Pro, other types. So it can really help you in your process as you're trying to catalog or move to the cloud or modernize, particularly your S4 environment. So this is a great new tool for developers and business experts alike. Be sure to check it out. The link to the tool will be in the show notes as always.
Hola, SAP developers. We are at the show floor here in Sapphire, Madrid. As you can see in the back, we are at the Agent Lab, where it's been quite busy this past couple of days. Lots of interest around Joule Studio. What can you tell us about it, Kevin?
Antonio, I got to say, everybody's really excited to get their hands on the fresh and brand new Joule Studio. They're very excited about the capabilities of SAP providing 50 years of business acumen right there in Joule Studio. So they have everything at their fingertips, not only AI-assisted coding, but also all of SAP's knowledge right there in the tool. So they love that.
What about you, Vitaly? What have you seen?
I don't think that 3 days here at Sapphire turned me into a marketing person, just like some other colleagues of mine became. I still see this as a technology. It's exciting technology. It's really interesting to learn. There are lots of questions, not only technical questions, but as well philosophical questions about the future of work, about the future of development. And I must say that during these 3 days, I had more philosophical discussions than during my previous 25 years in SAP ecosystem.
Excellent. And
Hola, SAP community. Barba Azul.
Привет.
So, I'm so happy to be back with the developer advocates. We've had an amazing few days here in Madrid. We were at a Stammtisch meetup last night. All of us got there, enjoyed conversation with David and the local team, as well as others who came up from Barcelona. Here, it has been full the entire show. People coding with Joule Studio, using this technology in ways that they've been learning about in the ecosystem and now seeing it in action in a preview model. This is a staging system. It's not fully productive yet. We're hoping to have a sign up for a playground system so people can actually use this in the community as soon as possible, August timeframe, right before Q3 when it goes GA. So Joule Studio, super popular, a complete reinvent of how SAP is doing the modeling and the building of agents. And it's just a great time to be talking about all the stuff happening in this world that we work with so much cool technology. And I think a great time to talk about it even more would be at TechEd. So I'll see you at TechEd in late October in Berlin.
And next time you are in Madrid and you are attending Stammtisch or meetup here, remember there are more than one tap rooms here. Oh. So double check what address you need to be going to.
see ya.
A few weeks ago, we told you about a upcoming UX Innovation Day in the Silicon Valley area that will be taking place on June 11th. And we thought this would be a good opportunity to remind you of that because there's still time to register and plan to attend. And coming out of Sapphire last week, it's pretty obvious to everybody that AI is going to have a huge impact on, well, everything in our ecosystem, but the user experience is a big part of that impact. So, this session that's being planned on UX innovation will focus on the impact of AI. So, if you've got lots of questions or ideas coming out of all the announcements from Sapphire, be sure to attend this session in Silicon Valley. The link to register or find out more details is in the show notes as always.
Did you know that you can preview your cleaned code using ABAP Cleaner without locking or changing the code? Let me show you how in seconds. First, select any amount of ABAP code in the current code editor in ADT. Next, press Ctrl+Shift+5 or select menu, Source Code, Show Read-Only Preview with ABAP Cleaner. This opens the interactive ABAP Cleaner UI, but you can notice that the Apply button is not available. Here you can not only get a preview of your code with the suggestions from ABAP Cleaner, but also copy the code from the clipboard or file without making any changes.